Moving Out. It's a game about moving furniture and moving it in an outwardly direction. Points for naming convention, I suppose. It at least makes more sense than Death Stranding. Moving Out is one of those games that's a little heavily focused on co-op play. However, and get this for a kick in the pee pipe, it doesn't have online multiplayer. At least natively. When did it release again? April 2020. So just after we were all put in lockdown. That's points away for timing. The truth is, Moving Out is actually quite fun in that swearing at the furniture thing. Billing itself on Steam as a furniture moving sim, so it's about the stress of moving without actually doing it. Yes! Have you ever wanted to call a coffee table a name for a gentleman's vegetable? Do you want to, as I believe the kids are saying, yeet a console or toaster out a second-story window while shouting about doors and couches? Moving Out is the perfect game for you. It's the perfect game if you want to teach your little cousin all the right words when they bang their big toe off a coffee table when your nan's round for a coffee. That said, I'm not usually a fan of the multiplayer thing unless I, myself, am the one shouting and killing people. Moving Out isn't about killing people, but you ask Kevin if he'll put that TV in that corner of the van again, he'll tell you another story. So will the police, as they took my statement. Yet nonetheless, I do enjoy it somewhat. The colourful aesthetic, the fun cast of characters that are a little more inclusive than most AAA games in the modern time, and accessibility that matters. Look, last week I spoke about it as I find a small number of games doing it encouraging. Dyslexic-friendly fonts in such a game is important, as the point of Moving Out is that of fun for all the family. However, it isn't the only family-focused accessibility feature in Moving Out. You know your mum? No, this isn't one of those jokes. She probably tilts the controller when driving, right? That's what made the Wii fantastic. It was mum, your nan, your dad, even child-friendly. I'll happily bemoan motion controls, but that was a great family thing. It was, until you played bowling and flung the controller through the telly. Well, Moving Out looks at that family-friendly thing and picks up the ball, allowing you to drop the difficulty, lessen harsh timers, give players the ability to lift heavy objects on their own, and even change press and hold prompts to toggle. Between this, the accessibility, theming, fun cast of characters that are enjoyable, Moving Out is just, well, enjoyable. It's fun, it's light, and it's brilliant. Even somewhat on your own after you've called the table a rude word too many times and no one wants to play with you anymore. Just because I want to call it a Tootsie Fruits.